Guys, I want you to go watch a Fight Hub TV interview with Bob Arum. And if you guys haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure some of you have probably already seen it. Now, Bob Arum was talking about Terence Crawford and Pacquiao. And he said that, the reporter asked him, if Bud wanted that fight with Pacquiao, would you want to make that fight with Bud and Pacquiao? And Bob Arum replied, if Pacquiao wanted that fight with Crawford, then we'd think about making it. We're thinking about making it happen. But Pacquiao in the past has turned down the fight several times. Wow. Because here's the thing. Bob Arum first said a while back, I don't know if you remember, he said, well, the reason why Pacquiao didn't fight Crawford is because I saved him from that fight. I didn't want him taking that fight, so I turned down that fight for him. I didn't want to make that fight for him because I didn't want him, to damage his health. And then 1 minute he's saying that I want Pacquiao to hang it up. He shouldn't fight these young guys. Then he's saying that I would make the Crawford fight if Pacquiao wants to fight. I'm a bit confused. Because 1 minute this man says something, then he says he's like contradicting himself. If I'm not mistaken, he did say a while back, a couple of months ago, that I didn't want Manny Pacquiao fighting Terence Crawford because I didn't think that fight would be good for his health. But in this latest interview, he said the reason why the Pacquiao fight didn't happen is because Pacquiao turned it down several times. He goes, he was offered that fight several times before and he turned it down on so many occasions. Like, I don't know what Uncle Bob is talking about, if I'm honest with you, because Bob Arum is starting to come across as a serious liar here, or something's not right, because he keeps contradicting himself. You can't say, I didn't want Pacquiao taking that fight with Terence Crawford because I didn't think it would be good for his health. Then say afterwards that he was offered that fight, a couple of months later say that he was offered that fight, but he turned it down several times. I'm a bit confused right now. I'm very confused because Bob Arum, I don't know, he's contradicting himself a lot. He says one thing and then says another. Which one is it? Did you not want that fight to happen because you were scared of Manny getting hurt? Or is it Manny didn't want that fight? Which one is it? Or he turned it down, he didn't want to fight Crawford. Which one is it? Did you save him from getting injured, or did Manny just turn down the fight? I don't know because the fact is that if you keep contradicting yourself and you not got a concrete explanation that you keep coming out with, and you keep changing it every time you're asked, then there's something's not right. It's a difficult situation because I still think Pacquiao's got enough left to fight Crawford. I think it would be a very tough fight. I don't think it'd be a damaging fight. I don't think it'd be a fight which would be bad for his health because I don't think Crawford punches that hard. I think Crawford's quite a light puncher at 147. If you look at him, he's not the biggest puncher. Spence would be more dangerous. Spence would be more risky. But I think Spence is a more winnable fight, but a more punishing fight for Pacquiao. A fight that Pacquiao could get hurt in. Crawford's a fight which Crawford could outbox him. I think Crawford's the hardest fight in terms of winning because Crawford's very skillful. He's very slick. He's hard to hit. So that's the hardest fight for Pacquiao. Spence is the most dangerous fight for Pacquiao. It's a fight where he can get hurt. Crawford's not dangerous for Pacquiao. It's a risky fight in terms of him winning because Crawford's so good. Spence is more dangerous. And that's my opinion on it. In terms of Pacquiao turning down Crawford, I doubt it. I even think Thurman's a more dangerous fight than Crawford. Thurman punches more harder. Crawford doesn't punch like Thurman. No way. Thurman's a big welterweight and he punches very hard. Crawford doesn't punch as hard as Keith Thurman. That's I think most people would agree with me on that. Crawford's a very slick guy. Crawford's the kind of guy that would probably beat you because he's so skillful. It's not a dangerous fight. It's not a fight that you'd be scared you'd get hurt in. Whereas Spence, Thurman, these are fights you could get hurt in because they're bigger guys. They punch hard. Pacquiao said it himself that if he was the hardest puncher, one of the hardest punchers I've faced. He hits like Margarito, which means Pacquiao knew that this guy was really big and strong. So I don't agree with Bob Arum. I think Bob Arum's confused right now which one it is. Is it Pacquiao turned down the fight, or is it the fact that Bob Arum tried to save Pacquiao, didn't want him to get hurt against Crawford? I don't know. You leave your thoughts. Maybe you guys can help me clear up what actually is. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.